Fabrizio Romano updates Manchester United's move in the €80 million transfer deal. Ruben Amorim targets Kounde, the solution to Manchester United's defensive woes. 5 reasons why Ruben Amorim might want to leave Manchester United. 5 reasons why Ruben Amorim might want to leave Manchester United. Victor Osimhen wants to leave Napoli in the summer of 2025, with his release clause increasing to €80 million. Manchester United, Chelsea, and Al Ahly are closely monitoring this transfer situation. Striker Victor Osimhen has decided to part ways with Napoli in the summer of 2025, but as of now, Manchester United has yet to make any official move to sign him, according to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano. Although currently playing for Galatasaray on loan, Osimhen has maintained impressive form, scoring 19 goals and providing 5 assists in 24 matches across all competitions. Despite being under contract with Napoli until 2026, both the Nigerian forward and his club have agreed that this will be his final season under the ownership of the Diego Maradona Stadium. Romano revealed that Napoli will sell Osimhen as soon as he returns at the end of the season, rather than keeping him for another year. Notably, his release clause will increase to €75, €80 million starting July 1st, 2025, if he is not sold before June. Although United is in search of a top-class striker, they have yet to submit an official bid for Osimhen. Meanwhile, Chelsea and Al Ahly are the 2 clubs most likely to reignite their pursuit of the Nigerian forward. Al Ahly nearly signed Osimhen last summer, but the deal collapsed at the last minute, forcing them to turn to Ivan Toney instead. Now, the Saudi club is considering reopening negotiations to secure the services of the 26-year-old striker. Meanwhile, Chelsea, who had negotiations with Napoli last summer but failed to reach an agreement, is also weighing the possibility of bringing Osimhen to Stamford Bridge to bolster their attack. While Osimhen's future remains uncertain, his consistent performances and sharp goal-scoring ability ensure he will be a major attraction in the summer 2025 transfer window. Napoli will look to cash in on this opportunity, while Osimhen himself hopes to join a club competing in the Champions League. Manchester United is in talks to sign Jules Kounde from Barcelona for £66 million. The French centre-back could be the perfect piece to help head coach Ruben Amorim strengthen the defence. United is undergoing a major rebuild under Ruben Amorim, and one of their top priorities is improving their backline. With the team repeatedly making defensive errors this season, Jules Kounde could be the ideal signing to patch up their weaknesses. According to multiple sources, United, currently sitting 15th in the Premier League, has begun negotiations with Barcelona over a potential deal for the French defender. The Old Trafford club is willing to spend €80 million, £66 million, to secure Kounde, as the player has been dealing with disciplinary issues at Barcelona. Under head coach Hansi Flick, Kounde has been punished multiple times for being late, most recently before the match against Rayo Vallecano. This has left the 25-year-old frustrated, and he may consider leaving Camp Nou this summer. With Amorim in charge, United aims for a more structured and reliable defense, and Kounde fits the profile he needs. The former Sevilla star possesses speed, strength in duels, and versatility, as he can play both as a center-back and a right-back. This flexibility is crucial in Amorim's football philosophy, where defenders must be adaptable and comfortable on the ball. United's defense has been exposed far too often this season, with individual mistakes and a lack of stability at center-back. Lenny Yoro has just returned to action, while Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof have struggled to provide consistency. Lisandro Martinez is a top-class defender but will be sidelined for an extended period due to injury. Adding Kounde would not only give United a high-quality center-back but also provide more options in the defensive line. However, there are still concerns before United commits to this big-money move. First, Kounde has a history of disciplinary issues, which could affect team chemistry in the dressing room. Second, Barcelona may not be willing to let him go easily, especially as they look to reinforce their own defense this summer. That said, if United is serious about rebuilding their defense, they should push forward with this deal. Kounde is a proven talent with experience in La Liga and the Champions League. Most importantly, he could be the key to helping Amorim build a solid backline and bringing United back into title contention. Manchester United's decision to extend Erik ten Hag's contract last summer surprised many, including former defender Raphael Varane. the ex-United centre-back revealed that the relationship between the manager and the players had broken down, sparking major controversy. In an exclusive interview with The Athletic, Varane admitted he was shocked to see Ten Hag remain in charge and claimed that the connection between the Dutch manager and the squad was no longer intact. His comments have reignited debates over whether United made the right call by keeping faith in Ten Hag. Varane described his relationship with Ten Hag as complicated and, at times, very tense. The former Real Madrid star explained that while the Dutch coach sometimes listened to his players, he also had a tendency to make unilateral decisions without considering their input. This, according to Varane, led to a fractured squad and a decline in overall team spirit. Varane was Ten Hag's first-choice centre-back during the 2022-23 season, forming a strong partnership with Lisandro Martinez. However, from October 2023 to mid-December 2024, he was unexpectedly dropped to the bench without a clear explanation from the manager. Ten Hag simply called it a tactical decision, though many believed it was because Varane didn't fit his high defensive line. When Varane questioned Ten Hag's treatment of players, he was almost entirely frozen out of the squad for 2 months. This fueled suspicions about the Dutchman's authoritarian management style. It wasn't just Varane who had issues with Ten Hag, many other players did as well. He cited the cases of Cristiano Ronaldo and Jadon Sancho, both of whom were forced out of the squad after clashing with the manager. According to Varane, Ten Hag ruled through fear, always needing a scapegoat to assert his authority. Rather than fostering unity, this approach only created more tension in the dressing room. As someone who played for Real Madrid and won 4 Champions League titles, Varane had a unique perspective on the differences in how top clubs are run. He pointed out that United lacked a clear organizational structure, making decision-making chaotic. At Madrid, everything is systematic, from player recruitment to tactics and media strategy. At Manchester United, no one seems to know who has the final say. Too many people are involved in the decision-making process, yet no one takes full responsibility, Varane stated. This internal dysfunction has significantly impacted the team. Under Ten Hag, United spent over £400 million in the transfer market but still failed to achieve stability. Expensive signings like Antony, £85 million, Mason Mount, £55 million, and Rasmus Højlund, £72 million, have yet to meet expectations. Meanwhile, the club loaned out or sidelined players worth a combined £160 million, including Jadon Sancho, Antony, and Marcus Rashford, yet still expected fans to be patient with their squad-building efforts. Despite the ongoing turmoil, United's leadership, particularly Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos, chose to back Ten Hag. His 2-1 FA Cup final victory over Manchester City in 2024 helped secure his position after an internal review. However, Varane argued that this one-off success couldn't mask the club's deeper structural issues. To Ten Hag's credit, he helped develop young talents like Alejandro Garnacho and Kobe Mainu. However, his conflicts with key players and his rigid approach to management raised doubts about his long-term capabilities. Those concerns ultimately proved valid as United continued to struggle under Ten Hag. The final straw came with a 2-1 defeat to West Ham in October last year, which led to the club sacking him and appointing Ruben Amorim as his replacement. Currently, United is still searching for stability, sitting 15th in the Premier League standings. However, with Amorim's track record at Sporting CP, the young Portuguese coach continues to receive backing from the club's hierarchy.